you to knock off Kled.
Are we missing anyone?
No, this is everybody.
We ball.
Well, in
Um,
air quotes, it's everybody besides the guy who dips in and out, but hasn't been showing up.
Pain.
How could this happen to me?
But yeah, quick recap of
I'll
what
check your
happened.
life playing League of Legends.
But the quick recap of what happened last week. You guys had your big epic fight against one of the dragoons, the red one, with the help of a lightning horse, and got quite lucky a few times in that fight, to be honest. But managed to kill the dragon, get his body back, and in the process got some items
It's
made.
not luck, it's called faith.
It's called luck. But got some items made and made a deal with the lightning horse to help him out whenever he finds potentially his next fight or whatnot. Essentially becoming in, as Den says, his air quote friends. But yeah, we'll say in between then and now, it's probably been about like 2 weeks. And I know you guys said you wanted to as well wait for your items and stay in town and help build onto your house.
Yeah. Gotta get that shit up and running.
Well,
We got a kitchen, a garden, bedrooms, a temple.
well, we'll say during those 2 weeks while you guys were at home, you had a lot of dwarves around to help you guys build. A lot of people coming in and out, building all through the 2 weeks. And your hard labor pays off, along with the dwarf's hard labor. So here's what your place now looks like.
Sick.
wait,
Let's fucking go.
So you got your temple over here. You got your garden back here, along with
A shed.
yeah, shed type area. Improved kitchen along with shelves and food stock.
Cool, cool. And we still have the basement, right?
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay. Crazy.
I know the basement keeps moving from here to there to there.
We just
So-
keep moving the door around, putting new flooring in.
It's amazing what dwarves can do. But yeah,
It's coming along rather nicely, honestly.
Yeah. Now we just gotta plant food, and then we can have people living at the temple.
but yeah, as far as like, I know you guys wanted to have like a dual temple type thing. I don't know. However you guys wanted to do that, but
I think we just decided it was day and night services.
I mean that works. However you got to do it. But yeah. So your house has been upgraded.
Cribs.
Sick.
We'll pick. That's where we're picking up on the day that your stuff's finally complete. At the end of that 2 weeks, all your items are made and like arrive at your doorstep.
Yippee! Free stuff.
Sick. I guess we'll start adding that stuff. And then we're gonna check out the tunnels now that we have our stuff. This is the original plan.
So remind me, because I know you
You can take
guys
me, but you cannot take my
like
bunghole. For I have no bunghole. I am
Like-
the great Cornholio.
know that there were tunnels. Did you guys take the map from that place, or did you make a copy?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
We probably took it.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
assume you guys.
That
took
sounds like us.
it. So while you guys are like looking at the map of tunnels, try to figure out where you might go for an entrance, please. You three, roll me an intelligence check. Because this is somebody else's like layout, and it doesn't like depending on
One
what
second,
you
I gotta
roll, it might not make a lot of sense.
You said intelligence check?
Yeah, just a general intelligence check.
Oh, that was saving throw, sorry. Look at how smarticles I am. I got an 18.
In a rare sober moment, she has a
A
brain
sober-
blast.
Hey, hey. What do you mean by are you talking about my character?
Yes, yeah, but your character
Okay.
was an alcoholic.
Well, I am reformed. You guys bless me. I have had a lot of sober moments since then, okay?
But yeah, I'll say. Oh yeah, I'll say Jordan and Elizabetho for sure will notice like when you guys are laying it out and kind of like lining stuff up. And Elizabetho, you would pick up on this surprisingly really well too. One of the like when you kind of line it up with the outline of the town, like a map you draw by hand, sort of. One of the tunnels lines up with your favorite pastime drinking place.
What is this tunnel for? To like from
You
our
don't know.
house? Where's it coming? Where does it go? Where does it start at?
One of your favorite pastime drinking places.
Yeah, okay, it starts so it's over here. Right here. But like wait, what is this map? Where did we get this map?
You guys fought what the fuck was his name? Did I take him off of the fucking thing? I did. I remember something Ironjaw. But you guys fought a criminal that was wanted for like I think it's racketeering? Something like that. And they took it from him.
So Anybody want to go explore this tunnel over here?
Yeah, I'm down. I'm trying to figure out.
What is it you were trying to figure out?
I can't find any information on it. Am I allowed to use strength for a longbow?
I would assume so.
Okay. It like defaults as dex, and I was just like reading everywhere, and like there's nothing that says you can't. But it's
like the only thing that I would assume that doesn't require like strength would probably just be a hand crossbow. Other than that, I would think you could use whatever you want for a short bow, long bow, or crossbow.
Gotcha.
Also, I'll say it's like you guys are going to this place like probably about 11 something in the afternoon, like or in the morning.
I say we check around the outside before going in.
Yeah. Let's see. What do I have?
Here. There you go. I
Okay.
actually had a map for this place.
So this is the entrance to the tunnel, or this is the entrance to a place that has the entrance to the tunnel?
So on the map that you guys took, if you line it up with a map of the town, one of the tunnels lines up directly with this bar.
Okay. So there's a tunnel that goes under this bar.
I mean, you can assume, but you don't know. But yeah,
Okay.
this is the
Is this the
is
door
the
right here?
outside. Yeah, that's the door to go in.
All right. Whenever I walk in here, what do I see when I walk inside before I go walking up to people? Like, what is sitting at this bar? Who is this little dwarf dude?
The dwarf dude you would know.
I know this dwarf dude.
Hold on. Fuck. Iron Spartan, you can throw your token like right there, right where I'm pinging, just so you can see. Like if you click and drag your character. I don't know if I don't know if you can hear me.
Wait, what? What do you want me to do?
No, not you. No, okay. You see how, like, I have this open over here where it says journal? Your character, your little thing right here, you click and you bring it over here and drop it onto the map. Where I'm, like, pinging out, where it's that green circle, that's exactly where I want you to drop it. There you go. Now give me 1 second and I can fix it.
All right.
That way I don't have to do this crap later. There we go. Can you see?
Yep, I can see it.
Cool. Yeah, so as you walk in, there's a ton of people in here, just like having drinks, eating food. It's a tavern. The dwarf man, since you've drank yourself into a stupor here before, you wouldn't recognize the dwarf as the bartender. I don't know if I have any tavern music. Probably not. But yeah, just picture a like hustling and bustling like tavern full of people. There's even like if you go a little bit further, you could see over here. I know that it's like there's darkness on the map, but that's for a reason. There's a bard performing out on the stage. But yeah, as far as you remember, because you've been here before, it seems like a normal tavern to you.
So, are there any people at this bar right here?
Okay, anything that you see that says NPC, just take that as a person. I did not have art tokens prepared for these, so
Yeah,
I just used
yeah, yeah,
NPC.
yeah. But like, what is that? Is it like a human?
We'll say it's a. We'll say it's a a Knoll, a Goliath, and a human.
Okie dokie, okie dokie. What is this? I'm gonna walk up to the barkeeper and try and like get his, or like I guess maybe I don't want to talk to the barkeeper. I'm gonna talk to this person at this one right here and ask him, what is this place?
As you walk up, we'll say it's the human person. He's like taking a big swig out of his like ale cup that he has. You kind of like tap him on the shoulder. He's like stops and he's like, yeah. You ask him, what is this place? He's like, it's a tavern. What do you mean? It clearly has a sign out front that says what do we call this place? I think it was the Rusty Nail or something like that.
Wait, is this the tavern that I'm always drinking at that we're at right now, or is this underground?
Yes, this is. You guys are on. You're literally in the town right now. You have not gone any underground or nothing.
Oh,
you guys are
okay.
in.
I thought you put us. Oh my god!
No,
I
no.
thought we were underground.
You're in
I was
a tavern.
Christian.
This is the tavern.
I thought you. I didn't. Okay, this is the one I get to drink at. I'm
Yeah.
inside the tavern I drink at. Okay, can
Yeah.
I take back? I don't want to talk to that NPC. I want to take that action back.
Sure.
Hold on, I've never asked the barkeep his name. Do I know his name? I guess I don't if I've never asked him it.
No, you probably wouldn't because all you did was come here and just drink.
And so I'm gonna like kind of like lean on the bar, like I'm gonna look at the barkeeper and give him eyes, and I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, sup?" Well, I'm gonna do it more eloquently than I'm like, "Hey, old pal. Hey, friend."
He gets done like pouring a drink, and he'll make his way over here. He's like, "Oh, I haven't seen you in here in like what? It's almost a month now. Afraid you quit drinking."
I like sigh really deeply. I'm like, and I put like both of my hands on like my face in my hands and like my elbows on the thing, like kind of like poutily. And I'm like, yeah, they blessed me, and now I don't really want to drink, and they are a little bit annoyed with the fact that I may or may not have gotten into a physical altercation with them. How about you give me a drink for old time's sake, though? I kind of like peek over my shoulder and look at both of the like everybody that's with me to like see what they say.
When you punched a man of the cloth.
Yeah, look. I cannot help that he was the one that instigated that fight and that I just had to try and finish it, okay? It's not my fault. I, you know,
You were drunk in the
I,
morning and assaulted a priest.
look, I had only had like a half of a drink that day. I was not even that drunk.
Half of a
Look,
drink,
I'm
full bottle of bourbon counts as half a drink.
it was half of a bottle of bourbon.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Look, I just want I I just would like okay, just one half of a drink, just a little bit of a drink. I just wanna have a little bit of a relaxer. I haven't had a drink in ages. Come on. It's
The guy
this isn't
behind the
Rascal.
counter,
This is what's his name? What's your
Veston,
name, Jordan? Veston.
Veston.
Come on, Veston.
the dwarf behind the counter, says, "You know, if you've already gotten in trouble by the law, I kind of feel uninclined to serve you, unless he looks at Veston. He's like, I can tell you're some kind of a man of a cloth. Unless you are gonna, keep a close eye on her, I probably wouldn't say letting her have a drink, even though it's loses the sale on my part."
We're here for work anyway. If we do what we came here to do, you can have a half of a weak drink. You can have half an ale.
Come on. Just a little bit.
That is a little bit.
Okay, just a little like a little more.
No.
Okay, I'll take just a little bit, just as long as I can have just a small amount, just for old time's sake. I don't want to get drunk. I just want to have a nice taste of your finest bourbon.
That's not what I said.
Bourbon. It's just a small amount of bourbon. Come on, just a little bit.
Nope.
Fine.
And then the barkeep will ask you, and you said you mentioned you're here for work. Are you here to meet somebody, or what? What you here for?
I'll lean into the barkeep and I will slide the pristine coin of Tamora over the counter.
Oh, you mean Talentora?
The Lady Luck
Yeah,
coin.
Talentora, I believe it is.
I don't know how I spelled it
I think
in my inventory.
it's pronounced Talentora, although I might be wrong.
How do you spell it?
Fuck, I don't know. I haven't looked it up in a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, it's an actual deity, so I mean, for
It's
at least
spelled
D&D.
completely differently. I'll slide that. I'm keeping my my finger still on it. I don't want him to take the coin. And I'll say, we're here to inspect the tunnels.
Roll a persuasion check real quick.
27.
Damn. He like as soon as you put the coin down, he gives you a like, and you notice like his mood shifts. He gives you a fucking look, like eyes kind of just squint, like slanted at you, you know. He's like, normally, and he's like kind of like making it where no one at the bar right here can hear him. He's kind of like hiding behind the barrel. He's like, normally there would be a password with this, but you having that coin means something around here, so he kind of like motions to follow him.
I'll go and go get my brother. He's outside. Oh, there he is.
There's a lot of NPCs.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't not have art for all
Come
that
with
shit.
me.
You should be able to unlock the door until you get there. He pulls all y'all into this back room. Looks like a normal kitchen. Big thing of like ale, and I should have another NPC back there like cooking, but I forgot to put a token. And then he gets you back here as well, and he shuts the door behind him. And then he tells you, just give me 1 second, as he like kind of runs his hand along this what looks to be cellar door. You see some stuff like light up as he's like kind of mumbling some words. And he swings it open, and you see a ladder leading down into darkness. And he tells you, you'll find what you're looking for down there. And I would suggest not causing any trouble.
Thank you, sir. Hey.
And for everybody, I'll move him over here so it's easy to grab you guys.
Is this a window?
That worked a lot better than I thought it would.
Yeah, that's a window.
Okay.
But it's kind of like blocked out at the same time. But for everybody, you guys descend down a level.
Oh god.
And then he's outside.
I'm like way down here now.
You guys pretend this guy's not here. You guys descend down a level, and I don't know if I put fucking walls here. No, I didn't.
Mm.
But yeah, as you guys descend down a level, you hear like basically it goes from quiet for a little bit, and then you guys hear all kinds of like noise, cheering, and partying as you guys hit the next floor, and the ladder keeps going down, mind you. But I know you guys can see through the walls, but for anybody who would like to roll me a perception real quick.
Sure. Nat 1.
18.
I have a passive
1
of
second,
16.
let me
But Nat
perception.
1.
You still think you're gonna be a tavern above? No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Someone's dying.
Woo!
Jordan, as you like descend down to this level, and the distinct noises you hear, along with the smell of the place, I would say, you recognize this probably all too well because I wouldn't say you've been to any. I don't in your character's backstory,
Oh.
but you've probably maybe like would you say your character's busted up a brothel before?
I doubt it unless there was some kind of connection between the brothel and undead cultists of some kind.
I mean,
So why does Vested know this place so well, Barrow? God.
I mean, it's the circle of life.
but yeah, we could say maybe there was one such brothel once upon a time in your experience.
The bard probably knows more.
This is unmistakably a fucking brothel on this level.
Tunnel brothels.
The ladder keeps going down. There's more to keep going.
I think we just keep going.
Do we have a particular reason for coming down here other than we had the map and we're curious?
Not really.
All right. Down.
As you guys keep going, you finally hit where instead of just like this ladder ends, it's now dirt tunnels. They are probably about like I'd say at least 7 foot tall, enough for you to stand comfortably without, fear of hitting your head.
This place is just screaming traffickers.
And I'd say because there's not really multiple directions to go, at least not yet.
Yeah, let's follow the Underground Railroad.
You follow this tunnel for about like 5-ish minutes. And as you guys,
Is it just like small walls? Like just a small tunnel?
I'd say in like dimension wise, it's like 7 foot high, and then let's say probably like 6 foot wide, something like that. Enough for you to be able
Okay.
to get through without like ducking down.
7 foot by 6 foot's pretty tall and pretty wide.
But as you guys are going, you finally, instead of just your footsteps, you finally hear some like clanking of metal, what it sounds like against stone. And as you guys turn a corner, I forget if I uploaded it. I don't know. I don't think I did upload the art for it, but I can just send you the thing in Discord on what it looks like. Did it send? Yeah. You see a bunch of these as you were like round the corner. They're digging on like the side of the walls, like looking like they're extending these tunnels as like the tunnel keeps going past them. They look like they're making like a side path.
Is it on the map?
I don't have a map of the tunnel, so you just have to use your imagination for this.
The map that we have.
The tunnel you guys are following, yes, it is on the map.
The
But
one
these
that's being dug.
these things look like they're actively digging like a new side path.
I'm gonna make a mark of it.
Are these not? Are they nice, or do they react to us at all?
I mean, are you approaching them? What are you doing? Because they're like digging.
Like, how far away are they from us?
Probably like 30 feet.
I mean, I kind of want to walk up to it. I mean, it looks small. It's small, right? It's tiny, right?
Yeah, it's about like they're tiny, so I forget what tiny size. Let me see. Heart.
I think with finals or like the ring that I got, I can like reaction hit somebody for 50 damage automatically if I hit them.
They're like 1 foot tall.
Jeez.
I
If
want
they
to
try
pick
to
one up and
attack
take
me,
it
I can
with
just be
me.
like,
Can I have one?
"Yeah."
Can I take it with me? Can we have a baby skeleton?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we already have a shovel that summons them for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Let's.
It's up to
I'm
Vestin,
gonna.
though. He has a problem with undead.
Mm.
Festin.
Curious about where they're coming from.
Is she allowed to have this one as a
What's
pet?
on their back?
So, okay, so you begin to approach him, I'm assuming.
Absolutely. I am approaching them like a cat on the street.
As like you get close, they like turn to see you, and then you see them like switch their pickaxes for like shovels immediately, and just like start digging into the ground below them, making little holes for themselves to hide. So if you want to try to grab one, please roll me
Can
a dex check, because they actually have a burrow speed.
I was gonna say, can I get to one? Hold on, dex check. Oof.
Yeah, no.
Anybody else got dexterity on them? You think you can get to?
Not too far away,
Cat
probably.
really bad.
Yeah,
I
like,
can't really dex check them.
so
I could like athletics.
nah, I would say since she was the one trying to want to grab one, she would have been the one in front.
I can make them run away faster.
So yeah, unfortunately, they like before you can like start getting a run to them, they just quickly make a hole for them to go down in.
Do I have time to toll the dead?
I mean, sure.
Cool.
Are Are you just gonna? You doing it to one of them?
Yeah. Just like yell out, stop. So it'll take 8 necrotic on a DC 14 save.
They've got a -2, so they got a 0.
All right, 8 necrotic damage.
I don't want you to kill it.
No, they should be fine.
One of the like 4 of them, as it's like climbing into the hole, just kind of bursts. Like all the bones kind of like just fall apart and crumble to pieces.
Wait, how do we introduce Bowie into this? Like, is he just some random person that
We're
we're
getting
gonna
to
meet?
that.
Okay.
Trust me, we're getting to that.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, the rest of them go down the hole. The other one that you just killed, crumbles to pieces like a pile of bones.
Okay. So are we able to? We're not. I don't know. Are we gonna be able to capture this thing, or is it gonna die?
Oh wait, the one he hit with the toll of the dead died. The other 3 jumped in the hole that the first one was digging.
How dare you kill it? That's not what I wanted to
They're already
do.
dead.
But it's now dead.
I was just trying to intimidate the rest of them to stop moving.
I like get pouty and like sit on the dirt, and I'm like, now what am I gonna do with this dead one? I just kind of like push it into the hole with my foot.
Hey, use your shovel and bring this one back to life.
Sure.
Or I think this one you can just bring back to life normally. It's technically a body.
Wait, I can speak to the dead.
I'll make the tunneler into a tunneler under my control if I can do that with the shovel.
I'm gonna speak with it since it's dead. Wait, is this considered an undead, or is it dead?
Well, I
Can
guess
I
right
talk
now
to
it's
this?
dead.
Okay.
Well,
Can I talk to it? Will it let me
the
talk to
the
it?
problem with that is it has to have a jaw, and they do not have jaws.
Never mind.
Can we make it a fake jaw?
What are you gonna make it a fake jaw with?
Wood.
Human bones.
Sure. You can try to make it a jaw with some fucking wood. Give me like
Carpenter tools?
yeah. We'll say you make a makeshift jaw, small enough for this tiny skeleton.
Sick.
Okay. Will it talk back to me, my little Pinocchio? I'm naming it Pinocchio, and we're taking. I don't care. It's little dead bodies come with us now that he gave it the jaw. I'll put it on the shelf if I gotta.
I mean, it only stays alive for so long with Jordan's shovel.
We'll find a way to bring it back. Its name is now Pinocchio.
But does speak with dead work that way? If something's,
Oh.
I'm asking.
I
I'm asking Dead or
asked
Jordan.
So basically, this would speak with dead we would do before he brought it back to life.
Yeah.
ideally.
Okay, what do you want to ask it? Because I think you get like 5 questions before they bring it back to life. While he's over there chiseling out a jaw or some
Okay.
wood.
Well, I'm gonna ask these 2 fellas next to me first. While I'm able to speak with it, is there anything important before I ask it if it will let me take it home with me?
Who made it and what?
Yeah, up to 5.
What are they
questions.
digging for?
Those are the only two that I care about.
I cradled it in my arms like a little baby, and I said, "Oh, my sweet little munchkin, I'm so sorry, but can I ask you who made you?"
So like necrotic magic comes out and like its eyes kind of light up for a moment. It tells you, the lady in charge of the underground made me.
Okay, so there's a lady in
Did
the
you want to be made?
underground.
Did he
The what?
Did he consent to being made?
I turned to my little munchkin Pinocchio and I say, "Did you consent to be made?"
It kind of shrugs. It's like,
I mean, that was pretty obvious, guys.
I guess that means he was like death raped.
He was. I'm sorry. What?
He was brought back
Wait.
to
What?
life
I mean,
against
like,
his
what is his
will.
body? Like, was this body made, or like, is his body from something? Like, is this
Well,
a body of something?
it would be his like original body, but he would be brought back to life against his will. Like, I guess if he doesn't even know if he consented.
let's put it this way: there's not much that is this small, so you assume that this corpse had to be some kind of makeshift of
They're bringing
bones.
children back from the dead against their will.
Wait, is this a baby? Is this a real? Like, is this a baby skeleton?
I mean, again,
Like an
it's like
actual baby?
it's a foot tall, but if you ask it if it is a baby, it shakes its head no.
Okay.
Are they gnomes?
It shakes its head no. Let's put it this way: for the sake of not wasting all your questions, this thing really doesn't know what it is, only that it was brought back to life somehow and was made by
Okay.
that certain person.
All right. So my last question, I look up at both of them because they just had to answer one of my 5 questions. And I say, "Do you want to come home with me?"
It like takes a long pause and kind of like shrugs again. You get the sense that
I
this
think that is
thing's
yes.
not very smart.
All right. All right, my little Pinocchio. And I like squeeze it to me. "Let's bring it back to life." And I hand it over to Vestin, or Vestin has the thing, or Rascal.
It's Vestin.
Okay, I hand the little body over to Vestin.
He's currently muted, so we'll just say, because he already said he did it, just say he, like,
Yeah, he said he's going to be right back in chat.
yeah, you put the body in front of him, he's like, stamps the shovel down in front of it, a little bit of, like, energy kind of crackles out from it to the body, and, it raises its back up.
I put my hand out for its little hand, like offering to hold its little hand.
You're gonna have to, like, bend way the fuck down to have this thing hold
Yeah,
your hand.
yeah, I'm already crouched down on the ground. I've been crouched out on the ground. I didn't iterate. In my mind, I was, okay? How else would I have gotten down here to pick up this little guy?
Oh no, I thought you meant you were gonna, like, grab its hand and start walking. I thought you were gonna have to fucking like crab walk with this fucking thing.
No, like, I just, like, put my hand out to get it to grab my hand. I'll carry it.
Sure, it'll grab your hand.
Yay! It's holding my hand. Okay, I pick it up like a little baby.
I think think with Jordan's thing, and I think it lasts an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna actually put them like on my shoulders and like have them just like sitting on my shoulders, like straddling like my neck, so he's just like sitting there.
And as you keep walking forward about like maybe another minute, you guys finally start to hear more noises, and this time it sounds like people yelling, stuff being smashed into other things, all kinds of like stuff going on. As you clear the tunnel and make it to an opening and see this in front of you. And at this point, Iron Spartan, you can place your token wherever you would like.
Okay.
Which reminds me, I need to
Alright.
fix this fucking thing. I don't know why.
You
Oh god, it's an earthquake.
Well, like, I keep making this background black, but it keeps going back to white, and I have to move the map to make it do it.
Weird.
But yeah, you three would enter over here, and as you guys enter, you see a room, huge room, full of people drinking at tables. You see the backside of what looks to be like
Dude, this bar has so
stands.
many customers all the time. Like they filled the entire upstairs and downstairs, and
I don't think it's all one place.
But you see the back of stands, and you see people in the stands kind of like cheering. And then off to the side, you see like a bunch of like stalls kind of having people, some serving drinks, some like having different stuff going on. But yeah,
the other people at the tables and stuff, are they like shady looking or are they like normal
yeah.
looking people?
They are, and yes, you can bring your thing in. Yeah, everybody here kind of looks either sketch as fuck or yeah, basically let's put it like that, sketch as fuck.
Okay.
Criminally.
What are these things like?
I didn't have fucking regular Knoll tokens, so I just used the fucking
Okay.
just
So
picture
there's
them as
Knoll people here.
yeah,
There's
just
goblins
Knolls.
here.
There's all walks of life here, pretty much. There's goblins, there's humans, there's elves, there's gnomes, there's fucking Goliaths, orcs, everybody.
What's happening at these stalls? Like, what's going on in these stalls?
Because it was like food service, right?
Some are serving drinks, some look like they are selling like items and stuff.
Drinks, you say?
Yeah, some are food stalls, some are like selling items and stuff, which reminds me. Let me
Where's
make
the alcohol? Drinks, you say?
Let me make a certain thing available.
No, you almost have your 30-day chip.
Where might the beverages be located in this
That one.
plaza?
The red striped one. But
Oh shit! Is it the Mad Mage?
I just made an art token for it. I didn't know what the
Okay,
fuck it
thank
was.
God.
But as you walk around the stands and you see all the people cheering, you see two people in this like kind of pit type thing. There's bones all over the place, blood stained into the sand. You see two people like currently fighting in this pit. And as they're like exchanging blows, you see all the people kind of just like cheering.
Yeah, it threw me off. It's the guy that made the dungeon underneath the water deep.
Look, man, I just looked up D&D Warlock art.
What?
And that's what came up.
Wait, what is this guy from?
It's some fucking...
He's like a famous like lich from D&D.
Well, today he's
Ah.
just a fucking...
He's just a
shitty
mage.
warlock.
All right, so they're just fighting to the death in here.
You can assume from the blood and bones in this fucking thing, it probably might be to the death.
Okay, I guess I'll watch.
Okay. Zabisto, what are you doing?
Checking out the stall with the beverages. What kind of beverages are they offering here?
You walk too far away. Haha.
Well, they ask you, what exactly do you want? We got all kinds of stuff.
What kind of bourbons do you have?
He like pulls a bottle out. He's like, we only got one, and it'll be. He like pulls out a glass. He's like, it'll be 5 gold for the glass.
5 gold, you say. Hold on. And I look into my purse like as if I didn't have enough money in here, and I just grab out like 2, and I'm like, are you sure it's 5?
I want you to just like, because you are a drinker, you would know. Roll an intelligence check real quick. You would know this guy is like upcharging you.
Not 20. Oh, dang it. I saw his 23 and I was like, what? Dang it. Wait, hold on. So I would know what?
He is upcharging you. Because
I
looking at the
put my
bottle,
coins-
you can tell this is probably not the best quality alcohol.
I exit the book. I say, no, that's fine. I will be leaving. And I just exit the stall and just go look at the other stalls.
Okay. Well, she's going to different stalls. Veston, what are you doing?
Looking around.
There's all manner of people doing all kinds of shit here. Some are gambling. Some are apparently having too much of a good time while they're getting up on broken tables and hooting and hollering. Some are kind of just brooding at their tables. And as for you looking at the different stalls, Lizabisto, you guys should have access to it now. You might have to refresh your Roll20 to see it, but there should be something in the handouts that says Black Market item list.
Ooh.
As you like,
Scandalous. I can't afford any of this.
as you go to like different stalls, you find one that's selling some items. He
A
has them
dice
all.
box. He has a D8. Does that go with my dice?
It looks suspiciously the same as yours, like same kind of carving
I'll
and
be-
everything.
I'll be saving up my monies for that. You guys can build the rest of town for yourself. Okay. I'm gonna go hang out with, I guess, Veston, because he's the only one I know where he's at right now.
I'm currently reading the black market item list.
Same.
And for you, Rascal, as
Oh, I gotta get a vial of sunlight. Oh.
as for you, Veston, as you were watching the fight, the warlock person, as he like dodges out of the way of an axe coming down on him, he like shoots out an eldritch blast into this guy's like chest cavity, making a pretty sizable hole, and he falls over dead. And everybody in the stands kind of just, cheers and erupts with like, woo. As like some other people hop down and start dragging this guy's body off.
Are there any other elves here?
Yeah, there are plenty.
Tarp flame arrows. Okay, are there any other were people here?
Where people?
Yeah, they're like hybrid form people here.
No, you don't see any werewolves or anything like that.
Okay.
Not yet, at least. Give me some bourbon and we'll talk.
I know I don't have a token for him, but there would be like, we'll just say here. I'll fucking drag this guy up here. There would be an announcer at this fucking
Oh, damn.
thing up here, and he would be like, okay, our next fight, we have. Like he's looking at his list. Let me see, where the fuck did I put these names? They would say, hey, yeah, they would not let you do the fuck out of here while I'm looking at something.
Whoa. I thought we could just sit anywhere.
He would announce, oh, we got Isolde Silvermoon. Versus Cedric. As like two people from the stands kind of like hop down into the pit, starting on either side. And he tells you, as they're like kind of hopping down there, they kind of like standing to one side. They seem like to have like a system here, and he points to a board that is like on this like backside over here near this table. He tells you that you can place your bets before the match starts. As you see like a few people from these like different tables kind of like walk over here, and they're starting to place bets on the fight.
Where can I sign up for a fight?
Yeah, I would like to. Oh, I don't want to sign up for a fight. I want to bet though.
He
'Cause
steps
that-
down and he's kind of like looking off to his clipboard on the side. You would assume you'd probably have to talk to him.
All right, I'll talk to that guy.
I wanna vote on the blonde chick.
And then
Tackles blonde chick.
Mr. Iron Spartan, what are you doing during this time? Because you have free reign to do what you want to, how you want to.
Oh, really?
Get
I
your
was waiting.
character in here.
I'm just drinking, dude. Just chill on the table.
On the table?
Yeah, just in the
As
center
in I'm
of
sitting on a chair.
it.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
are you?
On a chair, on a table.
I will say.
You're that guy?
Yeah, I guess he's that guy.
I guess Jordan's. Yeah, Jordan's. I'll tell him when he gets back. But yeah, as he's like walking down, looking at his clipboard, what do you want to say to him, Rascal?
How do I get my name on the list?
Well, I mean, if you want to sign up, you can, but I will tell you, it's real dependent on whether or not you're willing to risk your life. Because if you lose, your life is in the other person's hand, whether or not they show mercy to you.
No, my life is in God's hands. Sign me up.
Okay. Roll. He'll sign you up, but roll me a D10
Okay.
to see who you end up fighting there, bud.
4.
Okay. He tells you that we only had one more fight lined up after this, but I'll go ahead and put you first after these guys, because apparently our returning champ is supposed to be coming back, or at least from what I heard, but he hasn't shown up yet, so
Yeah, I'll fill time for you.
All right. Rascal, I have to put all of my faith in you. Can I put all of my money on Rascal?
I think the bets are back here, is what he said.
yeah,
Oh,
back
dear.
there. We'll say this guy's doing the bets. This fucking dude.
Why
Which
does that
dude?
look
I
like
don't. I can't. I didn't see the ping. I was way in.
Oh,
That guy with the icon on him. This dude.
All right. I go up to this guy, knowing that Rascal's going to put himself into the fights. I'm gonna go up to this guy and say, "Can I put my money on the newcomer?"
Yeah, for some reason that guy reminds me of Will Wheaton.
It's just. Well, then take that up with Roll20, because that's one of their fucking basic free asset avatar things you can get. All the ones with the blue
Okay.
circles are.
I want to put all 288 of my gold on Rascal.
But he looks at the dwarf, and the dwarf kind of like shouts Rascal's name to him, and he writes it down. And yeah, he'll take your gold. So you said 288.
Yeah, 288.
Let me mark that down somewhere. 288 gold.
Here, I'll
Okay, I'm
give you
gonna take
2
my gold down
so
to
it's
0.
even. It's 290.
Call it 290.
Yeah, I have 2 gold to give you.
He's broke
All
as
right, I
shit.
put all my money on Rascal. I'm doing this also because someone in my chat says that it almost sounds like a death wish what you're doing, and I said, nah, I trust you wholeheartedly. I'm gonna put all my gold on you.
We'll see how much damage you can take.
But yeah. After you guys do that, we'll say these two down here begin to fight. And I'm just going to move them close. And to simplify it and save myself and us a lot of time, I'm going to have them just do it this way. Whoever comes out on top on 3 separate rolls. That one. That one. That one. Back and forth. Okay. So, at the beginning of the fight, this guy is taking a commanding lead, lands like a very good blow, and the other one trades back as he kind of like stumbles. And then he returns a blow, knocking her prone as well. They both get back up. The one on the left-hand side, as the other one's getting back up, lands a like blow to his leg and knocking him back down and just right into his like neck, like hitting his like jugular as blood splurting out. This guy dead.
Yeah.
This one like kind of just limps back out, barely clinging on, as somebody else comes, retrieves this body and pulls it off to the side. And then he looks to you, Rascal. He says, "Well, your time's up, boy. You're gonna be fighting." I think it was Theron. I think it was the name.
Okay.
And as he like begins to shout, the next match is we have here is between Theron and Rascal. You see a goblin hop on the opposite side of the arena from you.
Okay. What's the format? What are the rules?
Well, for this, because it was NPCs fighting before,
Yeah.
we can actually have you guys like fight if you want.
Yeah.
Come back. Yes, let's go.
Cause
Sure.
yeah. Also, let me see. I'm assuming, yeah, Jordan. Okay. Before they start their fight, wanted to tell you, because you said you were looking around, if he's here.
I am here.
Okay. You said you were looking around earlier. I would say out of everybody here, there's at least one person that would have caught your eye, because just what was standing next to them is the most out of ordinary kind of like thing in here. Because you've never, I would say you've probably never seen something like that. There's a guy enjoying his drink, and standing next to him is like a 7-foot tall metal looking fucking thing. It looks like a guy in a suit of armor, but you can clearly tell that it is not.
Correction, 8 foot tall.
8 foot tall. Okay, I thought we agreed on 7, but I don't know.
Bowie, you're 8 foot tall.
No, his thing
Not.
next to him is.
Yep.
Okay. I'll go up to him and I'll introduce myself. Nice to meet you. I'm Veston. What is with this big thing you have?
Big thing. Hi, big thing. That's Claymore. Name is Solomon.
Your name is Solomon, you said?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Solomon. And you, Claymore, if you can hear me.
He doesn't talk, sadly. But he can wave. Claymore waves.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like metal rubbing on metal as he's waving.
Yep.
What are you doing down here?
Well, I came across this place out of sheer luck and also through my fucking knowledge. Saw a tunnel, went down here, came across this place.
Okay. Just exploring, seeing what's
Yeah.
what the deal is.
Yep. I came across this, island because of some rumors. Went to the east, went to the north, back, back to this place, I think. It's been a while. He takes a swig on his drink.
You just came out here on your own.
Yeah? Why?
Interesting. You have no direction or like reason that you're here other than curiosity in this town on this island?
Well, I'm supposed to be hunting vampires here, but haven't had any luck finding any.
Vampires, you say?
You should
Yes.
join his religion.
I, for one, happen to hate vampires, and I also happen to know where some live on this island.
Oh, lucky. I couldn't find them anywhere. It would be a great value to share some, intel.
You just have the pictures of them too, don't you?
Yeah, I don't know if there's a screen on my sending camera.
Yeah, you would be able to pull them up.
I would?
Yes.
Okay. I'd show him a picture of the cobalt vampires. These might not be what you're hunting specifically, but they're definitely proof of a trace of where they would be around.
Interesting. They might not be the same people, but it's a lead at least. I have a question.
Sure.
Where did you, how did you get here?
Well, my brother and I he's the big guy over there in the pit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just while you're talking,
Yeah.
you
Well,
hear my name over the announcement.
yeah. Like technically, you couldn't see him right now, but you would have heard like, now fighting Rascal and Theron.
You're like, what?
Rascal. Interesting name.
We came here for are we a part of a mercenary?
You
We were
guys
hired to come out here?
Yeah, you guys were hired on by the what the fuck's the name of the place?
The
Capital.
Rusty Nail.
No, you guys were hired on by the capital, like city in. I think it's.
Oh, you're talking about like in general.
Roslath, I think that's how it's called, Roslath or something like that. You were hired on by that capital city to, like, come help establish their place while exploring this place and whatnot.
Gotcha.
We were hired by insert capital city name
The government.
to explore and help keep this place settled.
Mm. All right.
There's another elf somewhere around here that's with us. She
Oh.
took the same
I
deal,
know
I
about
think.
Elvish.
Yeah, Vestin is a very gaunt-looking elf.
Yeah. 3 elves. What is his character? I don't know. I think he has a mask on.
So
What
are
are
you looking for
you,
any
Iron?
options? He's a human.
Okay.
He asks, do you guys have any vacant spots? I'm kind of running low on cash at the moment.
Well, what a coincidence that you should ask. We had a few spots open up rather recently.
Oh.
You and Claymore are both welcome to tag along.
All right. You got a contract?
We don't have a contract at the moment. We're
You just have to attend one of the masses.
a contract for our team. Okay. I don't think so.
The only contract
think
you
we
guys
ever
have is
established
with
one.
with the capital city.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if he means for like staying there, I would just say that he has to attend at least a day or nighttime mass.
Oh, that's fine.
Now one of each, twice every other week.
Now say, would you like any magic items by any chance?
What what do you have?
Let's go see here. Well, I can touch anything and then it'll turn into a magic item. Let's go see here. I could technically do some stuff like an extra bag of holding if you guys have any.
Crafter.
That's nifty.
Wonderful. We can take him to the fort.
Yeah, I think I know of a place you might be interested in visiting.
I also can make a lantern that can reveal invisible enemies. That's neat. I also do have some sending stones. Although I usually plan on making them into bombs, if I ever wanted to.
Oh wow. Quite the arsenal you have.
Indeed.
Well, I'm sure we'll end up leaving town here in a couple of days. We just finished our finished building our temple and got our materials made up from the dragon that we slayed.
Oh, you slay the dragon.
Oh yeah.
What a shame. he shows him a dragon's wrath weapon.
Ooh.
Only I was there. Could have absorbed its breath weapon. I want to see what it could do. Never had the chance to go release its power because it comes at a rare moment.
Right. I'm sure there'll be more around.
I'll also say, I have a question.
Sure.
Just being a little bit cautious here. Have you ever seen any, how do I put this? Werewolves around?
No?
Roll a deception. Roll a
I saw
fucking-
some dire wolves in the north.
Insight check?
21.
I just want to go fool around here. I want to see your insight check. Imagine it's a natural 20.
Wow.
It's a
What
natural
the
20!
fuck, bro?
I found out immediately.
I can see your bullshit. As long as you don't bite me, I'll be okay with you guys.
I mean, you can just tell he's like. You don't know. You
He's
don't
not
know if
like the
he
other
is like. Let's put it
werewolves.
this way: with the natural 20, I would probably say you know he's definitely lying about seeing any, but you don't know if he
Mm.
is one.
Noted.
He's not like the other girls.
You're lying. But I'll let that pass.
Do you say that out loud?
He mothers himself.
Okay.
All right.
Advantage on perception for hearing.
The path of 19.
As of 19.
I mean, if anything, he'd probably hear you. I don't know.
I think if it relies on hearing, I technically have a 21 passive because I get a plus 5 for having advantage.
He's got them
Oh my
special
God.
ears.
Mine will go to 24 if it was on hearing.
You're right. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, then. Well, we will, I guess, see whatever my brother has gotten himself into.
Yeah, as
Can I
you,
join you?
Does the fight started now?
yeah, I was
I'll
gonna
go
say.
follow.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
Okay.
fight's starting. Roll initiative.
Sure.
Here we go.
11.
Because I don't have this guy's fucking shit set up. Let me do like this.
Also, I'm
Let's see how
laying
much health
Claymore.
he has.
He got a
I'm laying
17.
Claymore.
Sure. He gets to move.
I'm letting Claymore stay in the back. I don't know if you can sit in the stall, so it might break the chairs.
It's probably better for him to not be in front of people anyways. He should run at me.
There
He
you
is
go.
gonna. He's gonna move like about here, and he is gonna pull out a longbow and shoot at you.
Sure.
Which reminds me, let me put on this. Because I need to get some like passive ambiance sounds to put in there. Does a 24 hit you? Because he got a 17
Yeah.
plus his modifiers.
That does hit.
Uh, 11 damage.
Is that piercing?
Yes, that is.
Cool.
And it is a normal arrow too. So
Okay. My turn.
no, he gets to make one more attack.
Okay.
Let me. Plus, assuming that doesn't hit.
No.
And then he's gonna take another step, like, back this way. Keeping his distance. Your go.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure this is how this would work.
Are you using the extreme
Yeah.
pressure thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, that takes, instead of, like, both your attacks, you get that one. So, yeah, you're using that. He's got to make a dex save. What is it? Dex.
Wait. Is there music playing on Roll20 at the moment?
Yes.
Yes, there is.
So the way I programmed it in the
hear it,
damage like meter is did the normal arrow damage and then added the effect. Is that what you meant to do?
Uh,
So it would deal the damage of my normal arrow plus
Sure,
the
we
extra
can say
piercing,
that.
or do you want it to be the other way?
we can say it deals normal arrow damage.
Okay.
But he got a 6, so he's taken all of it.
Oh, okay.
Which reminds me, let me get my calculator out.
59 damage.
Owie.
That's a lot of damage.
And he needs to make a strength saving throw as well.
So he's got a... Got an 11.
Okay, so he's restrained.
Ooh. Okay, he is restrained.
Alright, Priest of Zeal, I can use one of my 3 charges per day to make a bonus action attack.
Okay.
This is just a normal arrow, does an 11 hit?
No, that does not. Oh wait, do you have
Okay.
advantage? Because he's... Oh, it wouldn't.
It would still be an 11, yeah.
Yeah, it does not hit, no.
Okay, let's action surge. Why not?
Oh
Damn.
boy, action.
Another 8.
No, he does not hit. Like your
Alright, I'm
first,
done.
your first shot was with the bow was just like so like powerful. It's kind of had like a shockwave going to it, and the arrow stuck in the wall most definitely. But as he's chained down, you're just lobbing shots missing.
What's wrong, brother? You didn't seem to struggle this much against the dragon.
Now remind me, with the fiery shackles, is it at the end of his turn or just on his turn he can make another strength save?
But in China, it is 2d6 and must succeed on a strength save or be restrained for 1 minute. While restrained, it takes another 2d6 fire damage at the start of its turn, and it can repeat its saving throw at the end of its turn to
Okay.
banish the shackles.
So
So
go ahead
it
and roll the
rolls-
fire damage.
7.
Another 7. Let me minus that off.
Hey, your brother's good
He
at fighting.
got a 20. Like just bust out of the shackles.
Oh,
Okay.
there he goes. Those chains are broken.
Yeah, but sadly that's at the end of his turn, so he doesn't get to do jack shit now. So yeah, it's again your turn.
Cool.
Ayo, Abel.
One,
Kick him in the
two,
balls!
3, 4, 5.
All the people next to you in the stands are going fucking nuts as like all this shit's happening.
Do 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 do. So we can do. Oh
Oh
god!
yeah, that would fucking hit.
I think this guy's dead.
I think he took my advice of kicking him in the balls.
Go ahead and roll that damage.
I don't think I'm going to. I want to channel divinity. So instead of rolling, I deal max damage.
Okay.
So I'll deal 36 plus 6 plus 10.
I
So
will.
52 plus 2 is 54. So 104, 106.
Yeah. So. There's no like, hey, I was gonna give you the option for, hey, you want to let him live or not? No, he's fucking. You walk up, and as he's like getting up from being restrained, you just kind of walk up and like from regular stance on grabbing the sword, flip it and just kind of downward stab through him with this shit, and just lightning on your fucking sword goes everywhere on this shit, and just kind of there's nothing left. His whole body just evaporates like he just got Thanos snapped.
Sick.
Encore.
And yeah, the people in the audience are fucking like cheering, but also dumbfounded at like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, so it became 8d6 and 2d10 max damaged.
Okay, so
Bravo,
I
sir.
go talk to this guy.
Yeah, so yeah, he didn't have enough health.
I mean, he had. Let's put it this way: to begin with, he had 85 HP.
Yeah.
Maybe if it weren't for the nat 20, he might be alive. But
Yeah. The nat 20, like channel divinity on a nat 20 is just like a double dice maxed. So it's hard to not use it.
fuck. Well, I was like, okay, he's probably gonna kill the guy, but that shit, oh my lord.
You have to show these people that you mean business. This is just a display of my power. Do not challenge me.
And as for you, Elizabeth, placing your bet, you get uh, bu- bu- bu-
Did anyone expect the teenage boy to kill the guy that way?
probably fucking.
What's the odds that I was gonna win to them? That's
Wait, you're a teenager?
I
Yeah,
look
he
like
looks
one.
like a kid.
I
Okay,
spent
I was gonna
50
say,
years in the
you're an
astral
elf. Are
sea.
you like hundreds of years old?
Yeah, but I went into the astral sea when I was a teenager, so I didn't age for 50 years.
Say your birds be good fighting.
He's quite gifted, actually.
I can see that.
So
How
on
much
top,
money did I get?
so on top of your 290 gold back, you get an additional 280.
Oh damn.
Let me get my
You almost
calculator out
doubled your
because
money.
I can't do.
So that's 570 total, I think.
I get 570 back. Sweet.
Yeah, 570. So you got an extra 280 gold from that bet. Apparently, the people around here, you hear some of the people as you're picking up your money, like, I can't believe he lost. That guy's won at least a couple rounds before.
Let me introduce you to the rest of the group.
Oh, that would be a delight. All right.
This is my brother Rascal, and this is Ogwin.
Congratulations on your fight.
Oh yeah,
I come,
Bravo.
he
I
would
Oh,
come
shrink
thank
like
you.
back down
I
by
come
now.
like prancing
Yeah,
over,
that's a
shaking
minute.
my bag of gold coins, and I was like, "Rascal, you made me rich."
Wonderful. What did I get back?
I
What
give
about
you like 5 gold pieces, and
sick?
I say, "Here you go."
That's like
Hmm.
double the amount of money I had.
And I like hastily tuck my gold back into my pouch. Actually, who has the bag of holding currently?
I do.
I will give you another 5 gold to hold on to my gold so that no one here steals it.
I can try. I mean, it's gonna be in there with a canoe.
I mean, it's in a little sack.
Okay, I'll put it in there.
All right, I just gave you 10 gold. Well, I gave you 5 and then another 5, so you got 10 gold. Thank you.
And as you guys are having your little combo to the side, you guys once again hear the announcer guy pipe up. And he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, our last scheduled fight. Apparently, I just got word that our reigning champ has returned from his trip, and apparently he's itching for a fight." As you guys hear him, like the crowd kind of like getting excited, he's like, "Now returning." Uh, and he tells you, "Ganesh, the Black Death," as you guys hear the stamping of armor, and from this big door back here,
Oh
you
boy.
you see this big son, or not big, but you see that son of a bitch come out in full fucking black decked out armor.
Oh shit! It's Mufasa.
And
I said it's, well, I guess it's Rengar's brother.
and accompanying alongside him is this lady.
Okay, okay. They're not on the wanted list, so I'm not too worried about it.
He kind of just like runs up and just jumps into the fucking pit. Ease. And this lady slowly makes her way up here to sit in the fucking chair that you were sitting in before. Judging by
This seat is warm.
judging by the way she acts, you can assume this might be the lady the skeleton was talking about.
Does Pinocchio have any response when he sees her?
I don't know. What do you ask him?
I'm not asking him anything though. I'm just really, I mean, like if he sees the lady who makes him, does he respond at all? So is he like, does he have any like initial response to this lady?
I would say he's probably like trying not to be seen.
Okay, I'll take Pinocchio off my shoulder and kind of like tuck him back behind my legs because I'm wearing like a dress thing, so like maybe he can hide behind my skirt.
But another lady hops into the ring on the opposite side. And just to make it, quick events of what happens, because it's gonna be a short fight no matter what. The fight's gonna start. This person is gonna being magically inclined. Let me do this. Is gonna cast like I think it's 20-foot center of like darkness, and then all you can see in the darkness is some sort of like flames going off,
That was just fun.
and out of the like darkness cloud that is there, the lady's head comes like flying out, and the
Oh
darkness
dear.
dissipates. It took about like maybe literally 10 seconds.
Well, that was fast.
And I know because residential fireman's always interested in fire weapons. Rascal, you would see that this guy in the black armor, his axe is like almost like fully engulfed in flames, except for where his hands are.
Oh, okay.
But it kind of seems like he did not have to try like whatsoever for that fight. And then yeah, kind of just walks his way out, kind of like spitting on the dirt back in that person's direction as he like climbs out of the arena. And from the name I gave earlier, probably everybody but the two that were stuck in different realms for fucking years on end. Roll me, please, a history check, because when you guys would have heard the name Ganache, the Black Death, it might have popped a light bulb in your head.
Does that include me or no?
Yeah, that includes you.
All right, sweet.
The other two were stuck in like different realms while
History,
any of this shit
19.
would have happened.
25.
Okay, so Lizabisto, you probably would have heard the name in passing, but you wouldn't know much about it. But for you, what is Solomon? You would know that Ganesh, the Black Death, is a name kind of like, let's put it this way. He is famously known for, I think from the place you were born, he, a long time ago, probably like 20-ish years now.
20 years?
Yeah, 20-ish years now. He kind of laid waste to like a whole entire city that was there. Pretty much
Oh dear.
by himself.
Yeah, I would not suggest going near that guy at
Yeah.
all.
At least from the stories you heard, it was by himself.
From the
You're
stories I've
not
heard,
100% on that, but that's what you've
I'm
heard.
not 100% on it,
Yeah, you're not
but
100% on that.
but I heard that he killed the entire city by himself.
Well, that has to be a bard's embellishment, surely.
This group of people over here, are these elves?
Yeah, they look like different kinds of elves, not just like probably wood or high or something like that.
More
I'm going
normal
to
elves.
uh
I mean, they aren't
slowly walk over
sea
here and
astral shit.
usher Pinocchio with me over here and go ask these ladies if they know who the lady in the middle is.
You talking about the one up here?
Yeah.
They would make kind of like a hand gesture for like money. Like, well, I'll give you some information if you got some coin.
I take out one singular silver piece
they take the silver piece and they're like, "That's the Lady of the Underground. If you want more, you're gonna have to cough up a little bit more coin."
One more.
They look at you and look back to the silver piece. I don't know who you think you're gonna bribe with a silver piece, but if you want any substantial information, other than me being sarcastic to you, I'm gonna at least need some gold.
Okay, I roll my eyes and I drop a gold piece into her hand. I said, okay, so that's Lydia of the Underworld. Tell me more about her.
They take the gold piece and they tell you, look, we don't, like, nobody here knows much about her. She doesn't really talk to much of the riffraff around here, but I can tell you her name's Rista, and she runs this place. She built this place.
Oh, Rista. Not. I don't know why I thought you said Lydia.
No, I never said Lydia. I think Lydia was one of the people fighting earlier.
Oh, Rista. Okay.
All
All right. Well, what?
I was gonna say, can I ask around? I'm trying to find out if anyone has any rumors about big people,
Define big people.
larger than life creatures.
So, okay, you're looking for
I'm looking for giants,
Giants.
based on rumors and tales.
Okay, just give me a just give me a straight D20 roll.
Sure. 10.
We'll say you end up talking with these fine-looking gentlemen here, who look to be a bit more like seaworthy than land-dwelling people. And after talking to them for a bit, they tell you, like, they haven't heard anything about giants being on the island or any discoveries at least yet, but as far as like tales they've heard, there's a lot of giants up north, um like on a different continent. There's like a whole thing of frost giants up there, they know for sure.
Yeah, my uncle used to tell me stories about an island of giants.
Oh, I mean, see, we used to hear tall tales like that as sailors, but that's nothing but rumors.
You never know.
One of them like slams their drink down. Is like, I've been sailing these seas for about like. He kind of like drunkenly counts on one hand, trying to count out. He's like, he counts 5 on his hand. He's like, 10 years now, and I ain't seen nothing like that.
That's like a second.
You see him like drunkenly trying to like figure out the logistics of how long he's been sailing. Would anybody else like to do anything? As this guy goes over there, and these two are just kind of chilling up here, and the rest of the
10
people.
years to an elf. It's like
Uh,
Well, I mean, you account 50 years being in the astral place as a long time.
well, it's like I think it's more like 70 or something. Let's see.
And most of the people in the stands kind of like disperse and they're going to either drink and or are kind of like leaving. Just say these leave, so I don't have to drag them anywhere.
Because like I'm 198 years old, but
But yeah. What's everybody else doing as he's ascertaining information from these fine, upstanding gentlemen?
I I'll go ask you guys. What are you guys waiting for here?
I don't really know. I think we were exploring. We found a map of the tunnels. We were curious.
I'm gonna, for the first time, acknowledge the stranger that you've been talking to, and I'm like, oh, hi, hello, and then I'm gonna look over at the lady that's in the middle. I'm like, that lady over there, Rista, is that how you said her name, Rista?
Yeah, Rista.
Rista, do you know anything of her?
You probably wouldn't know nothing because you literally got here maybe like just a little bit before they did.
I only got here for probably like a few hours before you guys came here.
Okay, well, then nothing. We aren't doing. I literally came here because they had a map, and I'm just trying to figure out more about that lady over there.
Are those two up talking?
The lady is like drinking something that she got from these barrels right now. This one's kind of just like standing next to her. Kind of like
Is he a
he
bottle?
seems like he's having like he's just staring off into space, but at the same time, maybe like like just kind of like every now and again talking to her. But yeah, she seems to just kind of be like chilling up there, enjoying her drink, and he's kind of just like standing there waiting for something. But what you,
Well, if you want to find more out, might as well talk to her.
I'll leave the talking to you guys.
We're starting to get shy, are we?
Are you talking to me?
I was talking to him.
Oh,
More like I don't like approaching any you know, it just gives off a menacing vibe.
Fair enough. Are there any guards?
No. But you would assume with the guy up there, he's probably the guard.
Yeah.
And yeah, he would take notice to you. Like as soon
I'll
as you
stop.
kind of get near the staircase.
I'll stop at the bottom of the stairs and look up at them. And I'll say, might I inquire to gain an audience for a few brief moments?
He's like just giving you that like 1,000-yard stare, except he's staring dead into your eyes. And you see the lady, without even looking at you, kind of like just put her hand on his shoulder, and he kind of lessens up, and she stands up and turns around and takes a step back. And she is like, "You may have a moment of my time, but whatever you're trying to inquire, make it quick."
Very well. I and my compatriots recently arrived back to town after a venture into the wilderness. We brought back the corpse of a dragon. I was curious if you have any things that may need doing from people with skills like ours.
Yes, even down here, word travels fast. We heard about a group bringing back a dragon corpse, although we weren't sure of who it was. So, as she looks to you and then she looks over to your compatriots, I assume this is your first time down here, as it were.
Quite an astute observation.
Well, being in charge of this place, I know the regulars, except for the ones who die. As she kind of like gestures back to the arena. But as you said, you want to offer your services.
Well, it seems only right that in first contact we should bring a gift of some kind, and I don't exactly know what you like, so I feel like it's a good as offer as any without knowing your preferences.
Well, if you're offering, I have heard some stories about different things on this island. People are always going out and exploring, and I've heard quite a bit. And she's like, as this conversation is going, she's slowly kind of like descending the staircase, and this guy is following not too far behind her. But I've heard tales of people encountering some different kind of things out there on this island. One such particular thing being a crystal of sorts. Most of the things I hear is people find it and then weird things start happening and then they're never able to return with it because it's too dangerous or something like that. But If you find anything like that, I would be well appreciated to bring it back to me. I would pay you handsomely.
What do you know of this crystal?
Not much besides what I hear in rumors.
Why are you so interested in a gem?
I mean, who wouldn't be interested in something like that? From what I have led to believe, it's got some magical properties to it, and I, being a collector of such sort of things, might have some uses for it. Also, if you would like, you can roll an insight on this lady.
All right. Is this about anything relating to truth?
Yes.
Then I get advantage. 17.
Where the fuck is her thing? I don't think she's supposed to have that much. I probably put that number in wrong. You said a 17?
Yep.
A natural 20.
Damn.
You cannot fucking read this lady.
Do you want a physical crystal? Do you want information on the crystal? Information leading to where crystals might be?
Well, I mean, if you come across it, you're more than welcome to bring it back to me. Like I said, I'd pay handsomely. But if you want to just give me information on locations, I have plenty of people who can get it for me.
Well, the one tip that I have on a potential location might not be the safest environment to send someone. I'm aware of some kind of sentience deep underground that also happens to be searching for said crystal. I would assume that this consciousness has some sort of large stockpile of the substance.
Should we go? So, you said underground. Where would you say underground at?
Ooh. I think for information like that, we might need to have a more established relationship.
She'd descend the last step. And she would pull out like a little sack of like gold. It's palm sized. And she'd be like, I'd be willing to pay you for the information, but if you're not willing to give it up, I'm not going to force you. Although I could.
Well, I'm probably just as curious as you about where these crystals might be, but I'm sure I'm in need of allies. And I'd rather not play my entire hand before whatever unfolds between us might. I'm sure you're aware of certain methods of the game.
very well aware.
Might I get your name?
Well, I believe, and she like points to the group and then to your group. I believe they already told you it was Arista. She like pointed to this elf over here directly.
Well, Lady Rista, you know, uh, manners. I'm Veston. Over there at that table is my brother Rascal. That's Arguin. And that seems to be a new member of our group. What was your name again?
Me, Arguin?
No,
His name's Solomon.
Solomon.
Well, trust me, no, not probably. I've heard some rumors of different adventure groups in the town. May have not known names, but I can definitely tell you guys fit some of the descriptions that I've heard from rumors.
Well, now you have faces to put to the names. If you have any work for a group like us, you can send us a letter.
Hmm. I'll think about it if anything comes up.
Very well. Then I'll leave you. And
She's gonna catch you before you leave. She like kind of her little snake ghost thingy kind of like wraps around your arm so she doesn't have to grab you. And she says, "Oh, before you leave, because your group is new, and I can't say for sure how you guys exactly found your way down here. But I would like to stress, the less people that know about this place, the better."
I understand. We well, what does this mean to you? And I'll hold up the coin.
She kind of gives you like a smile. That would be a coin of Lady Luck Talentora, otherwise known as a criminal's coin. Usually only thieves and vagabonds, such, those type of people carry something like that as an association of, faith in her, trying to grant themselves luck as a luck charm.
I
But
see.
they've taken it to mean, you know, to recognize one another.
Have you seen any coin in this condition before?
Not in a very long time, but I have before.
Interesting. Might ask you about that some other time.
And then before her little snake lets go, she parts you with one last little bit of information of oh, and by the way, try not to what's the way she wants to say this? Try not to cause as much, or try not to cause more trouble topside, potentially, in the future. I'm trying to think how that's. I think that's how the best way to word that.
What trouble?
Try
have we
not to cause
caused?
more trouble topside.
We haven't caused any trouble.
She's being very vague about it. I'll say that. She kind of get like at the same time she's saying this, she gives you like not just a wink, but like a knowing wink, like she knows something.
More trouble? I mean, I remember finding a tent once, but we left him alone and didn't report him if he's involved with you. Other than that, I don't quite know what trouble you're referring to.
Her snake would let go of you, and she'd be like, "Well, it's just something that I heard once upon a time. It may have been the wrong information, but I just felt inclined such to let you know."
Fair enough. Thank you for offering a moment of your valuable time.
And as you walk away, you see her kind of like say something to the guy in the black armor, Ganesh, and they start slowly trotting their way towards that big door.
Do I hear it?
What's your passive again?
My passive's 19, and if it's hearing, it's 24.
It'd be 24. You hear her whisper to him, or actually, you know what? Because she would be actively trying not to let you hear. Let me roll for it. Damn! If only I had advantage. I got another nat 20 on the other side, but I got a 19.
Damn.
So yeah, you would hear it. She would whisper to him, "You know, we really need to keep an eye out for them." As she like kind of walks off. Basically, you get the gist that she's saying, like, maybe we should have somebody keep tabs on them.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
But yeah, she and him disappear behind that door. Boop. Also, one of the like, by now these people over here who are drinking, like these elves, are pretty drunk. One of them's like a gasp that you actually talk to her as you're like walking back.
Is anybody else staring at me?
You got a few people staring at you.
Nice. I'll walk back to Arguin and Solomon. Well, learned a few things. She is interested in information about the crystal. And she's probably going to have someone spying on us.
Great, more targets on my back. That's just fine.
Are we wrapping up here? I don't know how well you were playing. Usually Elizabeth still works in the morning. That's
Well, for him, it's like 8 something in the morning when we started, or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like early morning for Bowie.
Hmm?
By the way, Veston, I know your character is like warlocky, but also religious. Does your
Mhm.
person have any kind of like, kind of senses to them for like different kind of like things, like what the cleric or paladin has when they can sense like undead or stuff like that?
Veston does not have something like that.
Okay.
He can get stuff like that from invocations, but I don't think the warlock subclass specifically gives anything of that nature.
Okay. I just had to double check.
Okay. I might have to go soon because I do work in the morning.
All right.
Yeah, we probably weren't gonna be going too much longer. But I would say unless you guys want to do anything else here, I would assume you would head back topside.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
keep tabs on it, but
Yeah, I figure we go back topside. Take my little thing with me.
Oh god, that means Claymore, you're gonna have to go lean down a bit again. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, I would say by about now, by like for sure, by the time you guys are leaving, your little skeleton guy would turn back into a pile of bones because it's been an hour.
Pile of bones. It doesn't even stay together.
Nope. Once the hour's back up, he turns back to a pile of
Pinocchio.
bones.
I just take his little jaw, like his head and his little jaw with me. I just kind of carry it with me. I'm gonna put it on a shelf to remember him forever.
I mean, you can probably get somebody to make like a little animated kind of construct thing out of him, but you
if
also
you
have
hold
to.
on to him for
Yeah, I'll take
long
his whole
enough,
body.
one day
I'll
I
take his
could
whole body.
learn true resurrection, and then
Yeah, I'll bring his whole body with me. Would you mind putting him
Also,
in your sack of holding?
Just toss him in the fucking.
yeah.
yeah, sure.
Toss
Yeah,
him on the
keep him in
canoe.
there for good luck.
In a couple of levels, I'll be able to bring him back permanently, but he'll be under my control.
Yeah, true resurrection costs 25,000 gold of holy water and diamonds. I'll
I
get
feel
it at
like we
level
can
20.
figure that out.
Yeah,
We'll do
level
level
20.
20.
Looking at, man, we finally hit level 20. Time to resurrect Pinocchio.
Yes.
Fuck.
You remember that
Pinocchio,
one
back to
tiny
life.
undead
Get
that
real
we
good.
had for 1 hour of in-game time?
Yeah. He deserves life again. I'll just dump 25,000 gold into him.
Somebody just walks by and like blast him with a fire thing, wasting your 25,000 gold. Oh
I'll
lordy.
immediately cast Warding Bind on him.
But yeah, I think it would be a good place to stop there. Solomon or Iron Spartan, I have to ask you before we
Yeah?
like sign off and
What's up?
everything. In character, are you gonna tell them about the thing, like the like kind of wall thing you found on the island?
Oh yes, of course I will. I just
Okay.
wanted to get out of the place before, I want to get out underground,
I
so
just had to ask. That way I
the things
know
that,
to have that
yeah, I
be
was
a
waiting
thing.
for the perfect moment. I was waiting for the perfect moment. Also, we have to be aware of the east.
Beware of what?
The
Bees?
yeah, in the map, we have to beware there because from what I saw, I saw a snake drake.
A snake drake.
Indeed. I couldn't see, and there's another thing that I saw, but I couldn't see it properly. But it looked like a more, how do I put this? More fucked up version of an owl bear.
For
That's
context,
fair.
for
We
context,
saw like shark bears basically the other day.
he would if you guys provide him with the map that you guys have been making and using, because we'll say for at least a good like rough sketch, you guys have like pretty much like all that mapped out from there all the way up to here to there to a little bit there, and then he would tell you that more often this direction is these things he's talking about.
To the side of the island that we haven't gone that isn't Iceland.
But like
We also haven't gone down here, I don't think.
Isn't it over here where that invisible wall is? Where my ping is?
yeah, so he would make mention like
Cool.
more that way to the east. Or it's west. I don't know what the fuck. I need to make a little like icon for the directions on here, but
North. It's more yeah. It is east.
okay, yeah, to the east then. That at one point he hit like an invisible wall that he couldn't get through, but he couldn't like there was nothing on the other side for him to like see. Like it just looked like normal land.
That's something that should be investigated.
Is there anything else?
I think that was all the three things that I told you that you would have seen. Other than that, because of the way you told them that you like got here, you didn't have a contract. I'll assume you probably haven't told the guild in air quotes, like either the regular guild or the Monster Hunter Guild about these things that you saw. So if you want them to be official missions, you would have to go relay this information to them, and then they might put it up as a side quest.
All right, I'll go do that actually. That's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
I will see you gamers next weekend.
See you next
Yeah.
weekend.
See you.
All right.
Have a good
See
night.
ya.
And have a good
Hey
day.
guys, maybe I'll see you sooner than that, Bowie. Bye.
All right,
Bye.
good
Bye-bye.
night.